Lesson 59 addTransitionType. 1. Introduction. This feature allows you to specify the cause of a transition. This is important because when a transition occurs in the interface, we usually know that something changed, but we don't always know why. This API lets you label or classify what triggered that transition, and these labels can then be used to adjust animations, visual logic, or interface behaviors. This API is used to add a descriptive type to a transition. It does not return anything. It simply records the type so React can use it during the active transition. 2. Usage. Here we explain the main scenarios in which addTransitionType is used. 2.1 Adding the cause of a transition. To specify the cause of a transition, you call addTransitionType inside the scope of a transition started with startTransition. This way, React understands that the transition is associated with a particular cause. For example, if a user clicks a button that triggers a visual change, adding a type such as submitClick allows you to identify that the resulting animation or interface update is tied to that particular action. React gathers all associated transition types. If a transition includes multiple actions, you may add multiple types. Once React completes the update cycle, meaning it commits the changes, all types are reset. Therefore, the types are only active while the transition is in progress. 2.2. Customize animations using browser view transition types. When a visual transition is activated inside a view transition boundary, React applies the transition types as native view transition types in the browser. This allows developers to define animations that change depending on the associated cause. The browser recognizes these types, and you can customize how elements appear, disappear, move, resize, or transform depending on what triggered the transition. The goal is to achieve smarter, more expressive, and more context-aware animations. 2.3. Customize animations using View Transition class. In addition to the browser native mechanism, you can also customize animations by passing a set of rules to the View Transition class. This works as a mapping. Each transition type can activate a particular animation class. If several types apply, they are combined. If none applies, a special default entry is used. If any type maps to none, then the visual transition for that update is cancelled. This approach allows you to build semantically driven animation systems. For example, you can differentiate between navigating forward, navigating backward, or any other scenario, and apply different animations that reflect each meaning. 2.4. Customize animations using View Transition events. Beyond declarative styles, you can also customize animations imperatively using View Transition events. These events provide access to the active transition instance and to the list of associated types. With this information, you can make decisions in real time, applying specific animations that depend on the underlying cause. For example, if the transition was triggered by backward navigation, you can choose one animation. If it was triggered by forward navigation, you can choose another. This approach offers fine-grained control for advanced use cases or highly custom animation requirements. 3. Parameters. Type. This is the label representing the transition type you want to add. It can be any valid string. 4. Returns. The addTransitionType function does not return a value. Its purpose is only to record the cause of the transition. 5. Caveats. There are a few important considerations. A. When multiple transitions are combined, React collects all added types. B. You may add more than one type to the same transition. C. Types are reset after each commit, so they only affect the current transition. For example, a component wrapped in suspense will associate these types while the fallback is visible, but not when the final content appears.